Page 14, okay, question 4. So the instruction is to write it as a power. Power means having a base and exponent, okay? So your answer should not have any radical sign. Radical sign is the square root sign, okay? And then if possible, you need to simplify. So if the number, right, you can evaluate the number part, you continue, right? So we'll see, okay? So from here, I would like you to learn when to stop your answer at, okay? How far you need to go to count as simplified. So for question G, right, first step, right, if you want to show the steps, you can write the denominator as exponent first, okay? How do you write the denominator as exponent, Aaron? 6 to the what? Aaron?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, the denominator, how do you write it as exponent?
4/3.
Yeah, 4/3, okay. And then we need to bring it up, okay, to make it into exponential form. Because the exponential form cannot have fractions, okay? It can only have a base and then an exponent, okay? So we need to bring this denominator to the top. And how do we do that? You sure?
6 to the -4/3.
Yeah, very good. Okay, and then the 5, you can just leave it on the side. You can put a dot to show that it's multiplying, or you put a bracket around it. Okay, so this is where you stop. Okay, so next one, question H. Similar, okay, we are going to rewrite the denominator with an exponent. Okay, so how do I do this one? Brennan, can you try?
1/27x to the power of 1/3.
Like this?
No, there's brackets.
Around?
27x.
Yeah, okay. Write that down. Okay, and what should be our next thing to do? Nathan, what do you think?
You have to move the 27x up.
Sure, yeah, let's move it up. 27x.
And then would it be like -1/3?
Okay, 1/3, and then?
And you gotta like distribute it into everything.
Yeah, okay, so let's distribute the exponent. So you get 27 to the -1/3 times x to the -1/3. So do you think we are done? Anything else we need to do? Brendan, what do you think?
Take the cube root of -27.
Yeah, and then what would that become?
1 1/3.
1/3. Okay, the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the negative exponent means it will go to denominator. Okay, so there are a couple different ways to do this one. Okay, because I'm asking you guys to tell me what to do. So we chose this path. So for the first part here, right, this part, the red circle part, it will become a fraction, become 1/3, and then the right hand side, the x, will just stay there. Okay, you can leave the answer like that, right? This is an exponential form. You have a base of x, exponent of -1/3. Or you can also write it as negative x to the -1/3 over 3. Okay, either one can be the answer, okay, when you simplify. Okay, question I. All right, so again, we'll start by changing them into exponent first. So Colin, how do you rewrite this into exponents?
Is it like root of x to the power 4?
Oh, so you want to multiply the inside first?
Yeah.
Okay. And then?
And then you rewrite it as exponent, so it's like x to the power of 4 over 2. So it's like x to the power of 2.
Okay, very good. X to the power of 2. Yeah, okay. So this is one way to do it, right? Like I said, there are different ways. So as long as you can make it look simpler and simpler, right? Simplify it. I'll show you a different way, right? Let's say you don't multiply the inside first. Let's say you start by changing into exponent, right? The first one will become 3 over 2, right? Because index is a 2 times x to the half, right? So this is a different way. When you multiply the same base, you can add the exponents, right? These two exponents, you can add them up. So 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2, same as 4 over 2, right? So it still leads you to the same answer. So either way, okay, you will end up the same. Okay, let's look at next one. Okay, question J will be similar to I. Okay, so I'll leave this one by yourself. When you finish I, please raise your hand. Okay. So question I is similar to, sorry, question J is similar to I, but then you cannot do it like the first method, okay? Because the roots are not the same, okay? For question I, both of them are square roots. So that's why the inside you can multiply together, okay? If you look at J, one of them is cube root, right? And denominator doesn't have any root, right? So you cannot just deal with the inside. You got to follow the second, okay? Change them all into exponent first, and then side. Right? So raise your hand when you're done, okay? Okay, Sarah, what's your answer? X to the 1 over 6. Okay. Colin, how about you?
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay, Aaron.
Same thing.
Okay, Eric.
I have the same too.
Okay, can you tell us your first step? Eric,
I multiplied the x together,
you can't.
like x 2/3 times x 1/2.
Oh, okay. That you can. Yes. Times x to the 1/2 over x. Okay. And Nathan, what do you do next?
Pretty sure you add 2/3 and 1/2.
Okay. What would that become?
I'm still doing that because I screwed up on that one.
Okay. Let me know when you finish
Yeah.
adding. Okay.
It's x and 7/6 over x.
X to the 7/6 over x. Okay. And what would you do after that? Yeah, you can continue. What do you do now?
Would you like subtract 7/6 to like 1?
Yeah, very good. Invisible 1. Okay, so if you subtract those two, 7/6, subtract 1, then that should lead you to your x to the 1/6. Okay, you need to get common denominator. Don't forget how to add and subtract fractions. Okay, question K. Same thing, we'll start with changing all the radicals into exponents. There are two layers, right, of radicals. I'll put different color, right? You have the red one on the outside, and then a cube root on the inside. Okay, so you can change both of them at the same time. Okay, then you will get two layers of exponents. So I'll let you try that. Okay, once you get two layers, then you think about what to do next, okay, to simplify. Okay, if you think you are finished, you can raise your hand. Okay, Brandon, what's your final answer look like?
Y to the power of 2/3.
Y to the 2/3. Okay, so let's go over that, okay, together. So for the green part, I will rewrite with the green, okay? So the green part will be Y to the 4/3, right? Because index is the denominator. And then for the red one, it's the second layer, right? It's a square root, so it should be 1/2. There's an invisible 2 on the outside, okay? They don't need to show that. So once you get there, right, you have exponent to exponent, right? Two exponent, they should multiply together. So that will give you y to the 4/6. So it reduce that, leave it like that. Okay, so this is exponential form. All right, so question L is similar. Okay, L similar to K. I'll leave this one all by yourself, but a little bit different because the inside is not just one term, right? Question K only has y to the 4. But for question L, it has 1, 2, right? It has two parts. So think about what difference it will make, okay? You can raise your hand when you finish L as well. So go as far as you can to simplify. Okay, most of you are done. Eric and Sarah, do you have any trouble? Okay, Eric, how far are you?
I'm just doing the last step.
Okay. How about Brendan? Give us a first step. What did you do?
I took the square root of 81m to the power of 8.
Okay, what would that be?
9m, root 9m4.
Okay, yeah. So on the green part, you can simplify that first, and then the red part will be 1/2, right? And then you share in once again, right? So the difference between K and L is that question L, you need to share with two things. But for K, there's only one thing to share with, right? In L, you have two things. So after that, okay, Eric, have you got the final answer?
I think it's 3m squared.
Yeah, okay. So you get 9 to the square root, right? To the half is same as square root, and m to the 2, right? 4 times a half. So leave it like this. Okay, so let's have a break. In the next hour, we'll finish the next 2 pages, okay? So you guys can come back at 11:15. Okay.